Aha, joke's on you. I'm going to become a...
Listen, I'll let you be a demon lord as long as the name doesn't start with SK.
And you're not a dwarf.
No, actually, the letters S and K don't exist in demonic, so
Gotcha.
not even a problem. All my friends, on the other hand,
I am Alor.
But I go by Scalded.
Then he casts True Polymorph to become a dwarf.
Well, actually, I was gonna say I'll
way off
work
topic.
towards.
Yes, so
I'll work towards wish, and my wish is I want to be a dwarf.
Just
I
once
was a
again.
reincarnation. Don't fuck me over now.
Darn it! Not a dwarf.
Tiefling,
Try again.
Kill me again. All right, so
I got all the money in
What
the
did you
world.
get?
That's not bad. That's not bad. That will be 18.
18. Okay, was that with advantage too?
That was not. 18 again.
Okay.
Solid 18.
So you continue to
Have you
lead
tried
through
the
this
caramel
ruined city, running into more of these shifted terraces of stone, platforms that have houses shattered and split in half and thrown apart as the ground is torn apart here. But you lead their way over to the edge of this wall along the same curve that has that lighted glow in another alcove. And you come up and see a large, exposed, which this is a little confusing to you because it normally wasn't, it was hidden, chunk of flat, like teardrop-shaped stone almost that forms a normal door, but you can clearly see on the side of it
door?
a normal door. Like
Normal
it
door.
normally forms a door, is what I meant to
Ah.
say. Normally forms a door, but you can see to the side of it that the stone has been eroded and eaten away around the outside of the door into the cavern wall.
Okay.
Alright. Who paid the music to be an actor?
It's not even music, it's just a sound effect.
I put in epic fantasy music. It's not my fault they put Incredibles on this.
It was just the timing. The stone has been
Around the door. I just picture all of you immediately going,
The stone is eroding.
Very Scooby-Doo-esque.
oh!
Okay. Just to basically say that it's time is taking its toll on the door area, not to
No.
imply that. Wait, what?
It looks like it was intentionally destroyed around the door.
Oh.
On one side of it specifically to get around the door.
Okay.
The door held them off. The wall and stone did not.
I will check and see, I guess, if the door is locked.
The door itself, you walk up and push it and it opens easy as a feather. Actually, that makes sense. Revealing to you a long and absolutely destroyed hallway. Like, probably 50 feet wide, leading back beyond your dark vision. Roll a history check. Why not? Let's see how much of this you remember.
Also, human-sized area destroyed next to the door.
No,
A
the
big-
whole hallway beyond the door. You
Well, I
walk up.
meant like to get around the door. It's about human-sized opening.
No, it's pretty large.
Okay, fine.
Is all the destruction kind of like a singular thing, or is it like
The
scattered?
destruction looks like it goes in about a 10-foot wide line.
Like something just barreling through there?
More like something spraying through it and eroding the stone.
Does the stone look funky on close inspection?
Does it look like it has been etched away?
Roll an investigation
Acid.
check.
12 on history.
I'm going to assist him because I can with that one
Fair enough.
because of what he said.
And since you guys are both investigating, you're assisting. So
11.
It's,
I apparently need to change dice, I think, but I'm stubborn.
Those skills.
it's like,
See, that's why I like paper.
What was investigation?
yes.
Math. 17.
17. You guys both pick up that this stone has been eroded by some type of probably chemical or something. I mean, fire doesn't burn stone, obviously, but the stone is clearly not just chipped away. There's no hard lines. You, in particular, pick up on pockmarks in stone that indicate that acid burned this away. And you also pick up that this was not recent.
Oh, okay. It's been a while.
Yeah. You don't know how long, but it was not. Definitely wasn't within the past month.
Okay.
I was hoping somebody was going to say that.
Do you think these dice would be a suitable
I
storage
look over at
replacement?
Astrid and go, yeah, acid.
Plus, aren't they cool? I like
Yeah.
the
Or
red.
something
Alright, I'm gonna
big,
make the decision. If this
acidic.
fucks me over,
did this.
I'm gonna say as soon as you guys walk up and start inspecting that stuff, Scaldier, this is when you walk up and kind of press on the door and it opens up, revealing this wide hallway into the darkness, and you guys see. I'll say Bazir, you're probably hanging around this at least. Your passive perception and Moira's passive perception would be high enough to pick up the faintest glint of light emanating from down this wide hallway on the right side of the room.
Does it look to be within 120 feet? Or beyond 100?
Beyond.
feet. Okay.
It is beyond where you can clearly make things out, so
Okay.
yes. You rolled a 12, right?
sparkly these ones.
You have vague memories from this hall. You think there was something important about it? I mean, obviously it was hidden, so that makes sense, but you're not really able to make out too many details from what you're seeing of this. You know what? Let's just have everybody roll perception real quick, too.
Wait, do I get advantage on that? I feel like I
You
do.
do for Michelle.
I'm not
Oh! Oh my gosh.
anymore.
Justin,
Advantage.
I
Well,
rolled a
now
nat 20
depends on how much I want to
twice
see.
with the dice that you
Maybe
got
too
me.
much.
Do I know how to pick them or do I know how to pick them?
It's my second nat 20
Really?
Yes.
It's only a 15.
20.
I'm a little
21.
concerned for later.
3.
7.
7.
I'm not using my computer
15.
dice
15.
anymore.
So it comes out to 28.
28. Yeah, I forgot. You have ridiculous perception.
Mm-hmm.
20, unnatural.
As
Alright.
athletics is to me.
Anybody who's above 18, you can see a slight flicker to this light. And every so often it goes out for like a couple seconds and then comes back. And you're just picking up on the faintest bit of sound. Sounds like a dripping of something heavy. It sounds like droplets hitting the ground, but with more of a splat than a plop.
It's blood.
Thick water.
Yeah.
There's something.
I don't know for
Not that
that
I
for
know,
sure,
it's
but
like
I'm
blood.
just gonna say it's blood. It's probably blood, everyone.
There's something really.
You know, anybody else who got about that too, you also notice in the room that there are these scattered smaller bits of stone that appear to have been something in here that was not a part of the destroyed actual infrastructure of the building portion. There appears to be some type of stone furniture or some smaller items that have been destroyed in here made of stone.
Is there anything like distinguishable, or is it?
Roll investigation.
Aye. Can I reroll
Sorry, I
that?
took my flashlight out.
Okay.
If it's not an intentional roll that ends in the... Oh, nice.
Alright, so 18 plus investigation is 5. So 18 plus 5.
23. Nice.
I think
You
I made a
bend
good
down and
move.
look at these smaller pieces of stone, and you can see flattened portions of them, and you actually end up picking what appears to be like a small chunk of a like bronze what's that word? Like a bronze tablet with an inscription on it. It's got a few dwarven letters on it. Do you speak dwarven? You don't, do you?
No, but I do.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't speak Dwarven, but there's a. No, I don't speak Dwarven.
Okay. You
good.
pick up a small piece of a bronze, like a bronze piece of metal with some inscriptions on it that you can't read.
Would I be able to tell that it's Dwarven?
Probably not knowing dwarven. You can see that it's... Roll an intelligence check.
Rip. I'm not a smart man.
Not a smart man, but I
8.
know
8?
there is.
That's just a piece of metal from something.
Hey, guys. Hey, I found something. I can't read this. Who
You
knows?
don't know that it's language. You just found a piece of metal.
I found something. There's scribbles on it. Does anyone recognize this? And I'm just gonna hold it out like an excited toddler.
All right. As the group comes over, anyone who speaks dwarven, you can read.
I feel like it's not time to be reading. I feel like it's time to be filling. I feel like Scalder might agree with me.
But face was here, that's what it says.
Also, just a matter of life or death for Valtyr's mother, but
Alright, that's fair.
This is the
What does it
dwarven
actually say?
equivalent of the letters G-O.
It says go.
I think we should go then.
right, we should go forward. Plate whatever the chunk is telling us to do it.
Towards the dripping blood.
It's a sign
noise.
from the divine.
I forgot to say
Alright,
too.
we
You
go.
also figure out that a lot of these smaller stone pieces appear to have been platforms of some kind, like pedestals of some type. You find some sections that
Could
are
it stand for
rounded, some
get
that are
out?
flat and square on the top, and your mind puts together these were probably
He
pedestals.
said go.
Or
Alright.
over.
Alright, I'm gonna build a little
None
mini
of
map
them are
in my
good.
head and see where it takes
Oh,
me.
let's go. Like, go forward, not go away.
Now
But
that he
it
says that
doesn't
there's letters
specify
on it,
if
you
it's
assume
go
that it's
forward or
probably
go
a placard
back.
of some
Clearly we're on
kind.
our
Alright.
Pedestals.
The divines are
That would
telling us,
make
Helm is
sense.
telling us to go forward.
Do
Is
it.
Helm actually
go.
saying that?
I'm pretty sure, yes. I'm gonna roll a religion check.
Onward.
Oh, it's a 19 plus whatever my bonus is.
Pretty sure religion's intelligence based, isn't it?
Doesn't matter, I'm proficient in it, so
Religion is-
suck it. Yeah, 23.
23! You kind of close your eyes and grasp your holy symbol for a second.
You okay there,
And you
Seraphine?
feel that urge for vigilance driving you onward. Feeling... You just feel that whatever's ahead of you needs to be discovered immediately.
Right, okay. Helm says go. Go forward. Forward.
Alright.
I'd just like to point out that the plaque said go first, so just saying.
That is Helm speaking through
We're gonna just
the
kind of toss the
environment.
plaque
You don't
behind
understand.
and just start
Helm know
walking.
Dwarvish?
Probably.
Yes! Helm knows everything!
Actually,
Does he?
to be realistic, he probably can figure it out. He's kind of a god, you know?
Huh, I met him. He's a nice guy.
And what? Oh, yeah, you did actually meet him. I forgot about that.
Yes, I did. I've met Helm. Suck it!
Well, she has too, so.
Yeah.
Twice, actually.
Did you
Yeah.
want to share what you hear and see
Oh yeah.
with the
Helm
rest
rock.
of the party?
Was it twice? No, it was only once.
I
When I'm thinking what she
I
did.
think we're going.
We've made an elite group right now of people who have met a god and people who have not met a god.
Right, exactly. How many here, show of hands, have met a god? No? Oh, okay, so
Yay!
nature gods don't count.
I made one now. In a room.
Only real gods, not hippie forest gods.
Look it up.
What is this? The deep south?
My god is a unicorn. Thank you very much.
I mean, ideally, he's not even really hippie. Like, she's
I
actually
can
pretty
picture
brutal
Thader
with the
saying
whole
that.
life and death nature thing.
I'm assuming that everybody told everybody what it sound like the sounds and stuff that we heard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most people say. I assume people say things out loud.
Okay,
but-
perfect. Can I cast acid splash against the wall and say, does it sound like this as it drips?
Idea.
Gonna, destroy my home even more.
Dude, there's a hole right there.
Yeah. You cast it against the wall, and it actually has very minimal effect against the inside of here.
Okay.
But
Vaguely terrifying.
I guess anybody who wants to could roll a perception check to
I
see
do.
if they can,
I'm gonna do it.
to see if they can determine if the sound is
Son of
similar.
a bitch.
Okay.
Oh, that was terrible.
15.
17.
What am I rolling for?
Perception.
You tell.
I did not make a bad choice in switching dice.
19.
Wow.
Well, anybody who got above a 15, you hear the distinct difference in that there is no sizzle about the distant sound you hear.
I got it.
Except I just don't think I was able to.
I'm
do
gonna
this
relay
sound.
that
Well, the
information.
DC was
There's-
15. So
There's
15 and above, I
definitely
should have said.
something different. There's something missing about this.
Maybe-
It's like a
maybe
spicy
psychic.
sound that isn't the same.
Okay.
You know how we could
I was
find
just
out
trying to make sure it
what
wasn't
it
a
is?
dragon
Onward.
dripping.
Right?
acid.
It's an incredibly
I'm gonna
valid
cast
thing.
That a trace.
Maybe it's a dragon
Oh,
with
okay.
blood. Maybe we don't need to kill the dragon. Maybe the dragon's already dead.
If it's been here
Or
this long, I don't
maybe
think
it's a
dead.
dragon that killed a ton of people and all of the people are dead and dripping blood. Maybe it's that.
Since it's been a while, I will also remind you guys that you know a dragon just left here.
I really hope no one just starts staring at me and my baby black dragon.
You're a black dragon.
Can you remind me again what that
My baby black dragon.
Oh yeah, your baby black
Kriv
dragon. That's
is
true,
black
yeah.
dragon.
Kriv is definitely a black dragon.
I'm gold with black speckles.
No, the little thing that I gave her. Like,
Oh, the
Which
necklace?
it would have been really cool if we
Yeah,
made
but-
it so that, like, as we played more, like, at the beginning,
Yeah.
I could have used,
Like,
like, a dual, like,
Yeah.
black is acid, right?
Yeah.
Like
that, and then as I play more, it gradually goes away.
Yeah, very
That would have
possible.
been cool.
There's a chance. Yeah.
It's if my character survives.
Because I think your breath weapon is 4d6. It would have been cool to do 2d6 fire, 2d6 acid. That would have been pretty sweet.
That would have been cool. And then the more I get to know the group, the less that like I'm able to do that.
All right, retcon. That happened.
All right, guys. For a while, you knew like my breath fire was a little funky, but now it's just fire.
Yeah,
Okay.
it happened. It was cool.
Yeah. You guys thought it was a little weird, but we're not gonna question
Just
it
like your
anymore.
spell thing. Even though I've never rolled for it to happen again after those 2 times in one fight,
That's
So 2 parts was
I'm really
Okay.
disappointed in that because I'm supposed to happen way more, but it doesn't.
I was gonna say, I know, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be throwing acid balls instead of fireballs, but it's fine.
It can happen. But
The DM works in mysterious ways.
the dice.
But I
are
can read
interesting.
it.
that's what I figured.
We're all slaves to the
Do
dice
you
here.
just roll them over there whenever I say anything with fire?
Yep. Well, actually, technically, anytime you do a spell, but you know.
Okay, cool.
Invisibility.
Fast healing
Sorry.
word. Acid word. Oh no.
Healing acid.
Healing acid.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, anytime you do a damaging spell. Hold acid.
I don't heal, I just blow stuff up. Sorry.
Detect acid.
So I cast Pass Without a Trace on everyone.
Yes. So you guys have advantage on stealth checks?
No, you don't
plus
have
10.
advantage.
Plus 10. Plus 10.
It's better than advantage.
It really is.
How long does that last for?
Acid and acid.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay, we can do a lot of walking in and out.
As you guys can sneak down this hallway,
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yes.
I got a 14.
I would like to
so
stealth.
maybe a little bit dicey there.
Do the sneaky.
Do you really need to? You have advantage, and it's going to be ridiculous.
You get a plus
Well, the first one was a 2, so.
I think it's better.
The second one is an 11.
Because you could still roll
So what? 24, 34?
This at least.
24, actually, yes.
Oh.
Really? Only
I
24?
only have a plus 13.
Plus 10 for pass without a trace.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, 34.
Okay.
I got 31. I was so
Oh, wait, I
excited.
get to add dexterity to it, don't I?
Yeah, you do.
Wait,
Even though
are we
I'm
rolling
wearing
stealth rolls?
Yes.
Ooh.
28.
Okay.
Unless you don't want to stealth, but the rest of the party is trying to be quiet, so.
Make that a
everyone's
16.
sneaky.
Marginally better.
22.
22.
Everyone's being very
22.
sneaky.
Plus 10?
I already added it. I rolled a 10 plus 2.
Plus 20. Okay.
Yes.
Hang out with you two because same.
Did you roll with disadvantage, Megan?
I did. That's
Okay.
why it's so crappy.
Moira, did you roll with disadvantage?
I did not, but
Oh, because
I
of the
can't
armor?
imagine it getting worse than that.
There are 4 numbers worse than that.
It's definitely not as bad as it could have been.
Wait, what's the centers of your dice? What's the centers of your dice? They're little clear guys over here.
Oh, there are skulls.
I see one.
You also get a plus 10.
Yeah, you
I get a
did.
plus 10?
Yes.
Oh, that makes me feel better. It's a 15 then. I think.
That is
15 or
awesome.
14 is not bad on the low end, though.
Yeah?
I mean, considering, yeah.
Well,
Not as bad as it could have been.
Oh, God.
Actually, wait, it might be a
Considering who
little
is
bit better.
being traveled.
So I'm rolling stealth.
Yes.
That's why I always use Pass Without a Trace.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was
Wait,
18. It was 18.
And we're passing without a trace.
Yeah. So you get a plus
18.
Yes.
There's a bit of clanking coming from the tank area.
17 for me.
17. Okay.
Clink, 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 clink,
10.
clink.
Did you add plus
16
10?
and 17.
Did you add plus 10, Justin?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, you rolled bad.
I rolled a 6. I'm still positive with stealth.
So you guys head down this wide hallway, and as you get down, you see that this destruction is continued throughout. There is more acid popping in the sides of the walls. There are claw marks that you start to eventually see. And as you get closer to this light source, you can start to make out that it is in fact another tunnel burrowed into the side of this with acid that has just blown probably a 10 to 15 foot hole through this wall as this light is emitting from it. Would you guys like to do anything else as you approach it, or just continue towards this light source?
Definitely gonna be cautious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to keep
At least
stealthing, I
attempt
guess.
to.
If anyone would like to determine what the light source is, go ahead and roll a straight wisdom check.
Well, nope.
Well,
I'm out.
that's only an 11.
Are we all rolling?
15.
Want to.
I'm hoping that's the like bad nat one of the night.
Dang it.
I'm not a very wise person.
I rolled
wisdom.
2 nat 20s and now I got nothing.
I will just strike.
I got an 11.
I also
You used
have
up all
an
your
11.
good dice.
17.
And also you're not using
You
it.
and Soren both determine that these are definitely some type of flaring fire of some kind.
Which is sad because I only
A
have 12
fire?
wisdom.
Yes.
Of some kind?
Yes, but it's very odd because it is going dark at times and then coming back.
Kind of like a dragon might be breathing in and out. Like little jets of flame.
Maybe, but that would be.
I hope you didn't say that
consistent
out
for a
loud because
dragon.
I'd be terrified, okay?
Yeah,
I may be
this is
dragonborn, but that is terrifying. Well, you want cute? I'm just gonna toss Kriv at you.
Yeah.
You can have that. That's cute. This is not cute.
So I guess we keep stealthing.
Yeah, I'm gonna lead the way.
Okay. How far ahead are you going?
Does anyone have light out? Because I'm gonna be outside of that.
Purposefully or
I'm
not
blind.
purposefully?
If there is light, I am
believe-
outside the range of the light.
Do you remember? Does he lose pass without a trace if he goes out of range of you, or does he keep that?
Yeah, he has to be within 30 feet of me.
Yeah, you have to stay within 30 feet.
Mhm.
So You
I'm
are 30 feet ahead.
gonna
Yeah,
make
I
a
will be
decision
30
because I
feet
didn't take it out. I'm not gonna have my rod of lamplight out already, so I'm
Okay.
not gonna be using that.
all right. So you guys press sideways. Anyone without dark vision can't really see except for these brief little bits of light that you get, and even then it's kind of.
Do I still
Dim.
have my rope leash?
Yeah,
From
does she?
before?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
do.
need that.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna take it out of my backpack and hold it back and say, all right.
Oh, I'm
what?
grabbing it straight away.
The
I've been
last-
expecting it.
Yeah, you can't see right now,
So the
except for
last-
in brief moments where this dim light somewhat illuminates in front of you, but then there's moments where it's gone.
So
And I
she's
was
Okay.
volunteered as tribute
Yeah.
last time to lead all the people without the dark vision.
yeah, she led us around like a bunch of Japanese school children.
Wait, no, she
is what
led
happened.
you while he was in your
Wait.
harness.
Do I need to climb up?
Would you like to climb up? We could all use a lift every now and again. Alright.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright. And I'm gonna be holding onto the rope like a child with my child, and we're gonna go. We're ready for the
I
day.
imagine you just like take out your wand of magic missiles. I mean, your toilet wand. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I have that.
You have a toilet wand.
I still can't get over that.
I forgot that I had that.
What wizard doesn't have an emergency toilet wand? No.
The dead ones.
Yeah.
The ones that get
They
ambushed
still
down the toilet.
Nope, you know what? You're right. They don't have it anymore. It belongs to whoever sits on that toilet.
Well,
Besides to
curious
reach
if
into
the
it.
dead ones wouldn't have had it in the first place.
That's right. I'm curious if they ever realized that it was missing.
That you see, that's your mistake. Dump stat is Dex for wizards, so they don't have high initiative. They never get to it in time.
That's why your toilet wand is always just right in your hand.
Yeah, you always grab it right when you get in there. Sit
Yup.
down.
Drop
That's it.
trow, grab the toilet wand.
Oh wait, my eye patch. I never rolled for it today.
Oh yeah, go ahead and roll for that.
Is it D6?
D8, I believe. What's the chaos bolt? It's on the chaos bolt
It's the
chart.
chaos
so
bolt.
I got
Yeah.
it. Give
I'm
me a
waiting for that
second.
to just somehow have importance to the
It's
end
a
game.
D8. Go ahead.
2.
Oh, I don't know how we did this. 2
It's-
is cold damage.
Well. Could have
not
been.
the best option, but
It might be chilly where we're going.
it might help with all the lava. I don't know. So, you guys begin pressing down this tunnel, and you can see that it is roughly carved. I'm gonna say, Galdier, go ahead and roll a investigation check with advantage.
A rock check.
Yeah, pretty much.
Roll for rock.
Well, the top one came out as 7. The bottom one's indeterminate. So, well, that's a 7 is one of them then. And then that's a 13. We're gonna use the 13. For history or investigation.
Investigation. Investigation or perception, I'll say.
I think those are the same. Oh no, perception is better. So then that's gonna be a 17.
17. You can see that these walls were definitely slowly eroded. There are points where there are a lot of shelving and different aspects to the rock that you can see that this acid slowly ate away and made this long tunnel over what would probably be a long period of time. There are different, like, almost wave marks on the side that you can see these different breath weapons going off and melting this through in slow increments as it goes through.
Okay, new theory. It's a battery factory.
It's a battery.
It's a great question.
You know where you batter things against
A battery is a group of archers, I believe.
I think you can also... Can't you, like, store a bunch of weapons in a battery? No, that's an armory. Never mind.
Yeah.
I think there is some sort
There's
of
battering
building.
There's a
rams.
battery of troops, is I believe.
I think there's a building called a battery, like a type of building called a battery as well, but I can't think of what
It's where
it
you
is.
keep your bats. it's like a. Wait, no, it's not a bee. I almost said a beer. Not a
All right.
bee.
Okay, back.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Back to the.
Did
That's
I know, like, are dragons solitary creatures? Specifically black dragons, are they solitary creatures?
Roll a history check with advantage.
Blood dragon.
Okay, so, yeah, I probably just need.
You need to like take
Dragons
Kriv and look
that
at him like, are you
15.
solitary?
15. You're aware that most chromatic dragons are indeed solitary creatures. They have a certain mindset to them that obviously their color is the best, but they still don't
They
have
are
attachment normally
snobs.
to even other dragons of their own chromatic type.
Okay.
So yeah, they are mostly solitary creatures.
Okay, so the fact that Crazy Dragon Lady had her Crazy Dragon Son minion come to me is kind of like a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was your total?
15.
15? Okay, yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Would I get any kind of bonus because it's acid that I'm thinking of?
That was the advantage.
Okay. Fair.
Actually, the dragons was the advantage. But, yeah.
Okay.
Double advantage.
I wish it existed, but it would also be
It
ridiculous.
would also require double disadvantage.
Yeah.
The highest of
Well,
4.
3 times take the lowest.
Ooh. The odds are not in your favor there. So, you guys continuing down the tunnel?
Yeah.
Cautiously,
Carefully,
and I'm gonna
slowly.
be like looking around for traps just in
I will also
case
have my
as we
eyes
go.
peeled.
Alright, both of you guys roll investigation.
Oh, good. I'm actually have high numbers on that one. 26.
A second.
That's pretty good.
It thought for a minute about being a 20. It thought for a minute about being a 2.
I'm gonna save my superiority die, so we're gonna go with 15.
Okay. You see on the ground in front of you, after you've made it probably 100 feet down this tunnel, a slight shimmering line, circular in the base of the floor.
I would like to.
It is drawn into the floor.
I'm just going to make sure everyone does not step on that. Because, well, am I able to figure out a way to remove the problem?
Do you
Roll
tell us?
Arcana.
Yeah. Do you tell us about this?
Eventually.
I'm assuming he
When
holds
you
his hand up
make
to
it.
stop everybody.
That's a 10.
You guys are only 30 feet behind, so in about 6 seconds you'll be right on top of him. So I'm assuming you hold your hand up. to
Yes.
stop everybody.
When I know they're behind me.
Would you roll a 10?
Yeah.
It's weird looking. There's a shiny line in the. Oh wait, you can see a highlighted magical rune in the floor. Evocation magic, because you have detect magic all the
Yes,
time.
I do.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm just gonna kind of point. Is there like dust or dirt
It would
that I
be
can like draw
difficult to
something
get
on?
around.
Okay.
It would require a check to get around. Let's put it that way.
Hmm.
Without some type of assistance.
You'll have to toss me.
You're gonna have to toss me.
Kind of like a floating disc.
Can that be moving?
Might work.
Okay.
Watch us get over top of it. It just goes boom.
Wait, so we can go through it, but we can't step on it? Right?
We don't
or
know that. I don't believe.
we don't know that.
Given-
Send the discount to
Given
find
Given
out.
my
Wait,
Arcana check, I don't believe we know that.
wait.
Can I?
Do you tell
I'm
us
gonna
that
ask
it's
this thing,
magical
can
and
I
stuff?
look at it and see if I know how to break it, or if it's
Go ahead and roll Arcana.
Yeah. Would anyone
I
be
don't
able to
really know
roll
how
an
to break
Arcana
it.
or
I
not?
don't think we want to break it
If you're
though.
proficient in it.
I am.
that is
then you can.
23.
23.
Or 7.
15.
15. With a 23, you know exactly that this is a glyph of warding.
Okay, awesome. Do I know how to break it?
Dispel magic.
I actually think I got rid of that spell.
I
That
might
makes me
have it,
really-
actually.
I have counter spell.
I think I have
Spell?
it.
Let's see
No, I got
here.
rid of that because you had it.
Got rid of it because you had it.
No, I have it.
Wait.
I do.
I can dispel it. You had it. And I was
Or Seraphine can, apparently.
I have it.
oh wait,
Ooh,
shit! I got rid of that
it's a
too.
third
I
level
can
spell. I have
Okay.
it.
Okay, thank God one of us has it.
Where am I? Where am
Oh
I
wait, no! I totally have it. I totally have it.
I'm directing you towards stuff, so we are
You've been
investigating
told
the
there's a
line.
magical glyph of warding on the ground.
I'm going to point as close to it as I feel like I'm allowed to point.
I'll kind of point you in the
And direct
direction.
it.
Yes. I assume you kind of give me little paps or on like the side that you
What
want me
level
to
are you
turn.
casting it at?
Let me think.
Could be placed
Screw
on a
us
third
over.
level.
It is a third level spell.
It is.
Technically,
Technically, Theodric probably wouldn't know that since it's an arcane spell, though.
fair. Well, yes, I'm mostly a druid. I picked this up when I was bard. Let's go 4th level.
Okay. I need you to roll a d20 with plus your spell modifier.
Okay, let me.
You're guessing this is a bard, right? Or is a druid?
Bard.
Guidance.
But I have the
Guidance.
same exact
Guidance.
modifier.
Guidance.
It's
Guidance.
it's too late for that. It's happening.
That would be a with my modifier only.
Your spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, it's a 14.
14.
It's not like my spell attack. It's my spell modifier, right?
Yeah. Spell modifier.
14.
Nothing happens.
It didn't work.
You can still clearly see the shimmering rune there, so you know
It
that for a
didn't
fact.
work.
All right, let me give it a try here. What do I need to roll again?
What level are you casting it at?
Yep, 3rd level, because that is what I have.
Roll a d20 plus your spell modifier.
We can't tell. Mother effer,
See, I
no.
can't see, so I have no idea. I'm just like, did it work?
Nothing happens.
This cannot be dispelled. I have tested it.
Wait, one more time.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it's always.
Wait,
Okay.
that's a lot of spell slots.
That is a lot of
It's a
spell.
lot.
Yeah, well, I'm a bear
Trying to
usually,
dispel
so.
magic of a reward.
Is there any chance I could charm?
This small man Phaedric saying
Sorry,
he's right
Terrence.
there.
Hey, cleric. Cleric. Guidance.
Yes, I will give you guidance.
Okay.
Very short person.
I forgot you were a cleric, Joe. I'm sorry.
I have
Who are
that
you
suspicion
looking at
based
then?
on
No
what
one
Frank
else is a
said
cleric.
that I don't know what he meant to say.
Paladin.
No, paladin.
Oh, you're right. Why was I thinking you were a cleric? I have no
I'm
idea.
not a cleric 1, and 2, I don't have cantrip. I smash things with my hammer. Spent
Paladin's
3.5
alright.
years.
It's alright.
Know this.
So go ahead and roll an add
You're right, I
d4.
should. I don't. Okay, well, that's better.
Why do I suck at math right now? 16.
16. The glyph disappears.
Did it work?
Yo, you
I
did
just have
So-
to intervene on a behalf.
That was at 3rd level.
I released.
Okay.
I released my.
No!
breath and I did that 5 times this whole time.
It actually doesn't matter
I
what
know, it
level
doesn't matter
informs
until you
you.
hit it. But I
Yep.
just wanted to make sure.
Do you regain spell slots on a short rest or just long rest?
Long rest. But I spend most of my time in animal form, so
It,
spells aren't that
it was
useful.
6th level, so that was the exact DC for it.
I'm gonna breathe again, not realizing I had been holding my breath.
Did it work?
Yes.
I think it worked.
Good. Okay.
I'm gonna broach that first step.
Alright, I need you. No, I'm joking. You keep going down this tunnel as
I
a
used a 3rd level.
You
and I
now can
rolled high
see
enough.
a more
Because of the
consistent light
That's
source
what
in
did
front
it.
of you.
I rolled
A
4
slight
on my
orange
D4.
tinge
So
with
how's
brief
that?
flares of more yellowish
So
light.
it doesn't help you. It
At the
doesn't
end
unless
of this
you
hall.
Like I would
unless you
imagine a very
hit
large
their
fire
level.
would be.
Okay.
Medium
Oh,
moderate
so
to
if you-
large or
okay.
something like that.
So you're
Something
not
probably
roll
being
it-
used as a light
So if
source.
you're doing
or-
a lower,
If
If you're doing it lower than the
then it
next
would
spell you're
cancel
trying,
that.
yes.
then you have
Do I
to
have a
roll.
big idea
of how
It
far
doesn't
ahead
matter
it is.
if it's 3rd or 4th or whatever.
I think so. Yeah.
You get a little bit of a bonus if you roll higher, so that's the reason you roll higher.
Okay.
But like if you
Okay.
like
20.
But
if I had just cast it at 6th
23?
level, it would have automatically gone away. But
You can
because I
tell
cast
it's
it at
probably
4th
300
level,
feet in front
I
of
had to
you.
roll for it.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, well, screw it. I'm just gonna go for 3rd level.
I guess we'll keep going a little longer.
So that I keep
and
some
I
of
will
my focus
ponder
spell
my
slots.
life
Yeah.
choices.
It's such a tear to always, when you're dispelling something or counterspelling, it's like, do I just cast my max level or not?
Yeah, I rarely do. It's not worth it. Especially because I only have one 6th level spell.
You're saying you wouldn't use that level spell for the good of the party?
Nope.
That's a very Thaedric thing to
Is
say.
it
No, it's
reincarnate
not.
6th level?
Oh,
No,
as a
it's 5th
joking.
level because
Oh.
I can get it.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't have it, but
It'd be really funny to make Justin a human again.
I'm still hoping for Elf. But
Or no.
Oh, Elf would be the cherry.
Elf
on
would
the
be-
this whole campaign, the end result is that Skulder is an elf.
then Skulder kills
Still
himself.
excited to see how long it's gonna take until you figure out I'm half
It's
elf.
true.
Yeah.
If we were in decent enough light, I would be trying to figure it out.
Okay.
So.
I am also still looking for normal traps. I still have detect magic up, and I have a thing to do specifically when we hit 120 feet away from the
Okay,
entrance.
well, barring anything else, you do hit 120 feet away.
I'm gonna cast find traps.
Okay. Nothing highlights.
Cool.
Good decision, though, honestly.
Thank you.
So
Watch
as you
I've been
Let's be
staring
smart.
at that and the number of 2nd level spells I have.
as you press forward with that perception check, you see that the end of this tunnel, you can just barely make out a little bit of land kind of going out past this ever-present orange glow around.
Is there ever a shadow as though someone has walked between the light source and where we are?
There are some brief interruptions, but never entirely.
Okay.
And the light does continue to kind of go in and out.
Okay. Alright. I guess keep going unless anyone has any qualms.
Alright, as you approach, you start to see the exit of this tunnel. There is a stone walkway, not carved, but strange looking as it protrudes out of the side going onto this large central platform. You can see raised levels to it, an undulating stone, but you can tell that there's this ever-present orange glow coming from the entirety of around it.
Ah.
You're starting to just make out a bit of orange coming from a solid line dropping down from the ceiling behind this platform.
Lava. I don't know why I didn't think about that earlier.
And then you see as it gets brighter for a moment and then flares down.
Something's dropping. The lava's dropping.
The lava dropping into the lava and catching fire.
Lava can catch lava on fire.
I don't know. Do dragons like to hang out in lava?
Some dragons.
I
The
mean,
red one.
You're asking the wrong dragon ancestry.
Dragons cold
I'm
blooded.
black, we bathe in acid.
That is a
Well,
question
Dragon's
for
not a huge
me.
fan of fire.
No.
I would
we're
imagine
not.
I'm vaguely aware of what dragons do, given my knowledge base.
Yeah.
The actual fire dragon here, just
Red and gold.
Yeah.
They'd probably love it here.
Yeah. Or, you know, people looking for.
Soren's
a
probably pretty happy. You feel a
dramatic
little bit of
evil
warmth and
later.
it's like, ooh, that's nice warmth.
Mhm.
It's like that good
Right.
dry heat when you get in a hot car. It's just like,
It probably
Jesus
also
Christ.
feels
I'm
good to
against
me.
the wall.
It probably also feels good to me.
Yeah, you're pretty comfortable too. You're just like, oh, it's like a nice spring
Oh,
day
yeah.
finally.
Yes. I think I might technically be like quarter
So-
damage to fire too.
Are you?
Because
Hey,
I have
Seraphim,
boots of the
careful, don't rust out your
Winterlands.
armor.
I
Oh,
think
you
that-
would be double resistant then because I run that. So
Waru? Oh yeah, that makes
if
sense.
you cast protection from energy on someone who is at every level of resistance halves the damage in my mind. So that's how it works in my brain.
Oh no, it's just cold damage. I'm sorry.
So, are we going out of the tunnel?
If you guys want to.
Where are we?
It's about 120 feet in front of you at this point.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna keep going until I can see out of here. Well, I mean, I can't move actually. I'm attached to the storm. But
Yeah,
I'm going
Bazir is technically
to-
30 feet in front of you, so it'd be more 150 feet for you guys, but...
Let me confirm I have something that I can do. Okay, I'm gonna cast message real quick to Thaedric.
oh wait,
You guys can talk
we talk.
inevitably.
That's what I was gonna ask him.
Me and you always have a telepathic link up.
You guys, yeah. Unless you say differently, it's always you two, so...
Yeah.
Then,
It's me and someone, and I was big here.
since it's getting light, I am going to cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
So that I can, you know, explore safely and
How's it going, Vazir?
Let's go ahead and reroll stealth then.
Still get your plus 2.
With advantage again.
okay, I'm gonna take that number, plus 10 plus 13 is 20, 30, 42.
Okay, Bax.
Right? 19 plus 10 plus 13.
42.
Are we still telepathically connected? Okay, good.
I mean, I can't see you no matter what, so.
Technically, I think in this situation. No, it's still
See-
dim light, so you're invisible. I forgot. I was gonna
See,
say, you
it's
can
nice
still see his silhouette because there's light behind him, but nope, he's invisible. It's dim light, so.
And, the invisibility.
And
thing.
you're invisible.
So
Invisible.
you just hear me
so.
say, whoa. And then you two
Wait.
what happened?
If you let go of me and you're hiding in a shadow, and me and him are connected.
Oh no, I'm very much so
I have
picturing
ways
it
to
like
make
this,
money.
like against
Okay.
the wall, but my hand is still holding onto the
We're
rope.
kind of like straining so I can be more in the heat. Like,
Alright.
mm.
You
I'm
press
avoiding
out.
fire.
And I'm gonna let Phaedric know I'm doing that since no one can see me anymore.
I go, I couldn't see you no matter what, so just go.
No, I'm just blind, so.
I can't see you.
You press onward, and as you get to the edge of this, you see this walkway that appears to be natural stone, but very unnatural in its placement. As it juts out, butting up against this large circular platform in the center of this very massive chamber. As you get to the edge of this, how far out are you going? Just to the
I'm
edge?
just trying to keep the 30 feet with them, so probably not terribly far.
Okay, so if they're still following up
If they're
behind
still
you,
following, I'm
let's
just
have,
keeping that.
let's have everyone else reroll south then.
Still
Without a
plus 10.
trace.
Still plus 10. It has not been an hour.
Oh,
I literally got the same thing.
I got stealthier by 2.
Okay, so you got what?
Pretty sure.
18.
18? Something ridiculous?
Oh, I didn't
Oh,
realize
you're
I still
good.
had
You're
to
good.
reroll.
42.
Okay.
31, okay.
Right.
23. Skaldir?
17.
17.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Same. Dirty 20.
Okay, dirty 20. You guys are moving pretty quietly.
Wait,
Which
what
is
my-
surprising 'cause a
my
lot of
stealth-
us are in
I'm not
metal
walking
armor.
right now.
It's so you don't sneeze.
Yeah.
Learned to pat it over these many years.
This is more your ability to stop talking to people. Hey, Seraph, did you see that light up there?
I might just have to-
I bet I
Look
can
at
make
the
shadow
lava.
puppets with it.
Tracks.
You're still making shadow puppets, but you're not talking about it. So. All right. So as you press closer to the edge of this, you're starting to see this large circular room. And going off of your last perception check, you can see that there is a sheen to the inside of all of this rock. And then you see a large glob of black sludge drip from the ceiling onto this walkway and sort of roll off. And as it does, the light flares up and then goes back down.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for a minute. Is there a pattern to it? Roughly, like a rough pattern. Like every so many seconds?
You can wisdom check. Wisdom check. Wisdom check.
Wisdom.
15. 15. You listen to it and you hear
No
a
pattern.
couple different.
Well, just on the walkway where
Yeah.
we'll be going.
Yeah.
Is there anything, or is it just completely random?
No, that in and of itself is actually just still stone. There are some smatterings of that black stuff along it,
Okay.
but not very much.
Okay.
And you had a pretty high perception check, if I remember right.
I had a 23.
23, yeah, that's what I thought it was. You see in one of these plops, it hits, and as it hits the walkway in front of you, it kind of, an object bounces out of it, and then spins off into the lava as well.
Can I tell what it is?
It's something small.
Okay.
Maybe with a 25 you could, but not a 20.
Am I able to, is there a rough size that the man behind the man, can understand it
Yeah,
as?
it's about maybe a foot long and
Okay.
an inch wide or something. Something long,
Okay.
like about this long maybe.
Okay. Like this, but
Yeah.
this.
How long are you gonna observe for?
Long enough to see if I can figure out a way to, if there's a way to specifically time it to not get bonked on the head.
Then I would
Otherwise, I'm
say
just
you
gonna go
also
for it.
see another drop hit with another object that appears almost spherical as it bounces off a separate direction as well.
Okay. Yeah. If I can figure out a pattern, I'll figure out the pattern. But if not, I'm just gonna go right after a plop.
Okay.
And I'm gonna let them know that there's weird ploppings that they probably should try their best to avoid.
Okay,
There's
you
weird
enter
things
this
plopped
room
upon. There's weird
to
ploppings.
see a large,
I don't know what that means.
like, central platform in the middle that is a pyre of stone going down into this surrounding pool of lava. And as you kind of glance over as you're peeking out of this entrance, you can see the lava itself shifting and sloshing up the sides of this cauldron exterior. And the pillar behind this platform is continuing to rise up with the lava as it slowly begins to spread out over the ceiling and run down in smaller lines along the outside of this room. You see in the center some type of large,
Quadrilateral.
trying to figure out quick math in my head. Yeah, sure, you see it. You see these large two twisted black structures protruding from the center of this large platform, and a brief bit of movement along one of the ridges before it kind of sinks down below into the center of this area that you can't see.
Like person-sized movement? Or indeterminable?
Reroll perception for that. We'll see.
Wanna say that's a 17. I'm on the wrong page though. Yes, 17.
It seems like a medium-sized creature.
Okay.
You can't quite tell physicality, but
Okay.
it's something not massive.
So person-sized would be accurate.
Yeah.
It might just not be person-shaped.
Person-sized, yes, exactly.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna keep thinking those things at Diedrich.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm relaying it. I'm just talking.
You get out to the front edge of this platform, and you can now see that this walkway leading out leads into a slight valley of rock, with this contained area. It appears to be a section of natural stone, almost perfectly cut out for the middle of this caldera, essentially. And in the back, beyond those twisted black structures, you can see a kind of curved, almost half egg-shaped stone structure from the bottom of the ground. Can't quite tell what it is, but it appears to be something separate from the stone. And then you see a little bit more of that movement as something moves out in front of that. You glance back to the party to kind of communicate these thoughts to Diedrich, and you look and see the walls coated. Skulls, arms, legs, torsos, full bodies, half bodies, everything. This black sludge is pasting them to the insides of these walls as it coats up and up. The bottom of the walkway, you can see these body parts starting to also fall. The drips of the black coating everything in this room beyond this walkway into the central platform.
I knew it was
Is this
dead
black
stuff.
sludge.
This music is making this moment
Were
so
the things
intense.
bones?
They were bones. Or body parts.
So it's also fleshy bits.
Yes.
Do I notice this? Do I notice fleshy bits?
As you guys are probably getting to the exit portion of the cave, yeah, you would. Because, like, as you kind of look back and pause,
I don't
I'm assuming
like
there's some
this.
hesitation as you're talking to Diedrich, like, yeah, I'm seeing this weird sure.
It's people.
Yeah.
The structure is people.
The structure is what?
Do you say
That's
that out
probably
loud?
the best I'm able to describe it at first.
You quickly make out the definition as you get to the edge of this walkway and see that this
Structure is made of
room
people.
is disgusting.
What
looking.
size are the bits and pieces? Are they human-sized or dwarf-sized? Or a mixture?
Roll a perception check.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Is the
You
greater.
can make out many different sizes amongst all these pieces.
Oh, good. So they're an equal opportunity devourer.
Yeah.
I mean,
Are they
we'll take
all
the good
bits
where we
and
can get it.
pieces, or is there possibly like a whole-ish body in there?
There's probably plenty of whole-ish bodies, but they're pasted to the walls.
Okay.
I just didn't want to read.
So no chance for Speak to the Dead?
I haven't filled
Okay.
You should.
As you're kind of slowing down to contemplate and letting the party catch up with you as you've investigated forward, You see the figure before this stone structure move in some way, and then another flare from the center, and kind of a wave of light goes out along the entire pit of lava. And it begins to churn a little bit more, and then bubble down.
How far away am I from person? Or from this medium-sized creature?
Probably 220 feet.
I don't know why I ask. I have an absurd range to attack things with.
It's
So if I'm
500 feet.
considering it, I'm probably in range. Best not. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that my bow is in my right hand with my shield wielded in my left, so that when the time comes, I'm able to transition to that quickly.
Sure, I'll take one.
But I'm gonna wait until I can confirm this is somebody who needs to be shot in the face before I shoot them in the face.
Okay. Not a bad plan.
Yeah, I don't want to, shoot my mother.
Okay.
Fair.
I'm aware that this is a man who would do that.
So, you continue moving forward then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I
You
hope
get to
the
the
quality
edge of
of
this
this
large
turns
round
out
stone
alright with me
platform, and
using
as you're
my
getting
phone.
closer, you're starting to make out these
I
more
wanted to roll
details.
this last one so bad.
You see
Like,
a slightly larger figure thrust off to the side. What you can definitely make out is a limp body. And as it kind of hits and skids, it just slides over into the corner. And then you see it stop and stand up straight
thank you.
and turn around.
Like, when you say slightly larger, is that like...
Medium creature,
Okay.
but the larger end of it.
Okay.
Goliath-esque.
Okay.
Or, as it turns around, possibly Dragonborn-esque.
Excuse me. What did you say? God, what did you
As the rest
say?
of you approach the edge of this large central platform in the middle,
It's me, sir.
you're starting to come up closer to this creature as it turns around and looks at you. Clearly looks at you. You're finally here. I've been told about your arrival so recently.
Nani?
And this is the Dragonborn?
Yes.
Mm.
You can see now a
Black.
black-scaled dragonborn wearing tattered robes that almost melt into his form.
I look up at Soren and I go, "Is this your dad?"
Do I know him?
Roll a perception check to see if you can make it out from the back.
Adrian, not all Dragonborn know each other.
That's
Can I
racist.
assist in that? Because I'm not technically right next to them.
Not with a perception
Okay.
check.
19 plus 5.
19 plus 5? Good old granddad. Which actually, real quick,
The question of, do I initiate violence?
No.
your grandpa Isrin.
Grandpa, that's who it is. Grandpa.
I'm gonna look down at Thaedric and go, it's not my dad, it's a lot worse. It's my grandpa. Not great.
Well, he's frailer than your father, clearly. That's a better thing.
No. That's not how it works.
You see this
Bastard
creature
shooting
begin
bastard with
moving
bastard
forward,
filling?
sliding along the floor. Not
Trouble,
stepping.
guys.
As it moves out to the center of this
I
kind
knew he
of
was gonna be somewhere, but I didn't know he was
area
gonna be
in the
here.
middle of this.
Is he the reason
and
for all the
still
dead stuff?
Looking forward to where
Oh,
you're
it's really
approaching
possible.
from.
It's really possible. He's probably the
I'm
cause of all
afraid
the
that
dead
my
shit.
associate made a poor decision with your mother.
Who's your associate?
Nadal. Are you saying this out loud? I'm assuming.
I
Oh, no?
wait. Probably, yeah. These are
Okay.
probably dead, yeah. Let's be honest.
Who's your associate?
These are probably dead.
Just like a heckler in a crowd.
I'm strapped to a Dragonborn. Who is your associate?
Jealous fool.
Is he dead?
He's not dead.
Is she?
Why did you?
He looks over to the wall. You're willing.
You
If
brought
you're
focus
willing,
on
you
us.
can search for her.
Shield down, 3 arrows.
Okay.
I'm not a sister dragonborn.
As you do that, we're gonna have to roll for initiative.
Oh god.
Probably the last initiative. This came to.
Well, I didn't roll well.
I didn't either, but I get advantage on initiative.
No snake eyes.
Right?
No snake eyes.
Okay.
Wait.
Right?
Alright.
Yes! I'm next to the halfling.
I got in the single digits.
The walking, the luck charm.
Not so much better.
Okay. Well, I still probably get my shit off first.
Okay, I'm gonna take a potty break before we find something.
Yeah, I have to go to the bathroom too.
Yeah, do we
so
want to do
we'll,
a quick intermission for a bit?
Yeah, we'll probably.
I'm gonna do an anxiety break.
Right.
That was actually some deep
I didn't think it would be Grandpa that we ran into. I thought it would be Nadal or a dragon.
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna run into a dragon.
Turns out Nadal was a slight disappointment. So.
Real mad we didn't get to smash it.
Well, let's be honest, the doll is a disappointment.
Yeah.
In general, to everyone.
How far
I
high?
will remind you, he saved your life once, and you know that.
The doll?
Yes.
When
You guys were fighting the infected giant in that cave, he cast
So-
life transference on you to save your life while you were down.
Doesn't matter. It's all
Yes, he did.
All
And
of
you
my
were aware of
skills
that.
are
You were right.
fire-based.
That's why I
I work fighting a fire dragon.
Is it? Black dragon's not fire dragon, right?
It's not?
Black as acid.
Okay, good.
Traditional.
Right, I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Yes.
I like how you say traditional.
Traditionally.
Well,
Let's
I mean,
see.
black dragons don't normally have this much
Poison.
pink and purple on them. So.
I do have a question. It's kind of like out of
My
character.
fellowship view might
How
be less
high up
enjoyable
is Grandpa
for me
in
than
the
chaos.
organization that he's in?
You don't really know.
I know he's high up there.
Roll a history check.
I know that much. That he's pretty.
Let's see how much
yeah.
you remember.
Why
Well,
can't
she
black
does
be
math.
poison?
It is.
I'd do too well against that.
Well, she does math. When I use my special bowstring, I have to decide that before my attack, correct?
Yeah.
Before the outcome is known, not before you roll.
Okay.
I will specify that because I don't remember if I did when I gave it to you.
Okay. I don't know if it was
You
ever
find a
specified.
kitty.
Storms?
I did.
Yeah,
I'm so much happier.
I
with little
am going to
animals in
you
my
less
use.
life.
I
stressed
have a
now? Now that you have
feat. I have a
you can
maneuver, tactical
Yes and
assessment.
no.
I'm going to use one of my
He got free
superiority
reign while we were
die
in Texas
to add
of his
that
food
to
bowl.
my
And
roll.
shower.
Oh, yes.
My-
Because I
Get
can
some
do
count.
that
Yes, you
with
can.
Food?
investigation,
Oh,
history,
like 10
insight,
pounds
and then I have
like
commanding
steroids
presence, which
fast.
lets me
Oh,
do
really?
intimidation,
Yeah,
performance,
she
or
literally
persuasion
is- She's
checks.
a chomper. She
So
sits down
I'm
in
gonna
a
do
bowl
that
and
and
goes,
use
"Ooh."
one, which is a 10. So
Yeah, there's
27.
Might be going
for
down
like
that.
For your
the
initiative?
entirety of this combat.
for
I'm
the
gonna end up
history
staying
check
Oh,
to see how
basically
far
the
high
entirety
my
of this
grandfather
combat.
is.
You remember.
Initiative was
He likes
11.
to do
You remember that in the time when
Belle
you were living
does
with your
not like
grandfather,
me.
he was working
Belle
on
does
some
like
type
her.
of grand plans.
Belle
He never
likes
fully
you.
let you in on them
You
because
don't
you
like
were
Belle.
never truly
I-
devout to him.
I like cats. Clearly, I like
But
cats.
you remember that he was working on
Belle just
something
hissed at you
very
like one time.
Oh,
Very
Betty.
big.
Something on the
Okay, I was
level
just
of
trying
the
to go to the
gods.
bathroom. If she
Of
like,
the
bite your ankles.
gods.
Beyond
That
mere
actually
power
probably more likely to
acquisition.
bite you.
This one did bite me. He also made me.
We're
bite
talking
him.
the dwarf in
Oh.
a flask from. That's what we're talking here.
Blood jar.
Oh, yep. My leg does not
I'm
there anymore,
fucked.
buddy.
Guys, we're slightly fucked.
He's just one dragonborn.
A dragonborn who wants to do something more
Don't mind how
powerful
fucked
than
the
the
bodies are,
gods
I'm
can
sure that's
do.
fine.
It's, the bodies are okay. He didn't put the bodies here. This is obviously something else. We're just finding him here. Clearly.
I don't think it's that coincidental.
When
Grandpa's
somebody
not
has
nice.
resurrection on a random body.
I might look
I mean,
nice.
Find out what happened.
Justin,
Wait.
why aren't these 2x4s?
Okay, so I also forgot to say we got to do a game night sometime because I got Baldur's Gate edition of
Betrayal.
Betrayal at the House on the Hill,